Thank you for attending this training module. In this session, we'll be working on an original painting. If you are watching this module, it is assumed that you have already watched the overview video, Module 1. If you have not yet done so, please stop here and watch the Module 1 video first. First, I'll click on the photos. This will help me to identify appealing aspects of the product and describe it accurately. The first field we must complete is the title field. With paintings, we do not alter the name given to the painting by the artist. There are occasional exceptions. For example, if the artist had used the exact same title for one of their paintings already, or if the title was offensive in some way. Here, I'll use the title check link just to make sure that this artist does not already have a painting titled Single Shade. I come up with a hit count of 0. So as long as this specific artist, Joseph Adebleku, does not have any paintings with this title already, it is fine to use. Now I will format my title. Unlike other product types, with paintings we only use the painting title in single quotes. No description is necessary. In the event that the painting has an especially high value, say over $800, we like to follow that title with the year it was painted in parentheses. This painting is under $500, so we won't do that here. Next, we need to enter the proper name. This is going to be the title we just entered without the single quotes, so we can just copy and paste. Moving down to the size info, we can see that there is only one line. Because it is obvious that the dimensions provided are for the painting, it is not necessary to add a label for the size entry. Next, we come to mats or materials. For paintings, the materials are entered simply as acrylic on canvas or watercolor on paper, for example. So we can just copy and paste what's there and paste it in that field. Now we've come to the big field, the long description. This is where we'll create a well-written, appealing paragraph about the painting, perhaps including how it was painted, the artisan's inspiration for the item, the subject or composition, and any particularly unique or desirable features. To do this, it can help to click on the blue Region Product Info link. This is all of the information about the product that has been compiled by our Ghana team. The crafting process field has little to offer that is useful. The color unique field tells us about the composition and the colors used, which we can also get from the photos. In the artist quote field, we have a quote from the artist with some information about his inspiration for the painting and its underlying theme. Artist quotes are great to incorporate in the long description when available. The remaining fields have little or nothing in them, but as we can see in field 11, this item will be rolled in a tube for shipping. This means that the painting is unstretched, which will be relevant to us shortly. So returning to our LD field, I'll write a paragraph about this product that will hopefully appeal to our customers. If you are not especially familiar with art, keep it simple. If you do have some familiarity with art, make use of that. is acceptable to make minor corrections in the artist quote, such as spelling and grammatical errors. Just be sure that you maintain the artist's own voice in the quote. Now that the LD is completed, we move down to the SD, or short description. This field should be a well-flowing description that is keyword-rich, and it should be changed up as much as possible from one product to the next for search engine optimization purposes. All words should be in title case, and you should use as much of the 60-character limit that you can. I have entered original signed acrylic portrait of woman with umbrella. The next field is the eBay title. We list many products on eBay as well as on our own website, so we need to create an eBay title that is keyword rich and appealing. Do not use punctuation and use as much of the 80-character field limit as possible. Beneath the eBay title, you see a link that says Related and a current count of 0. A painting will probably not have related items unless the artist is painting a series of paintings. Related items can be useful as they can help ensure consistency in our titles and descriptions, and can also be a time saver as we can often leverage certain info to use on the related item. Now we come to bullets. Here we will select from a menu of product details that are pertinent. For a painting, always indicate whether it is stretched or unstretched, framed or unframed, and whether it is signed by the artist or not signed. All original paintings should be signed by the artist. You'll notice that we have a category for paintings. So from this category, I can select the bullets that I need. In this case, it will be unstretched, arrives unframed, and signed by the artist. I can just close that window when I'm done. If it is not clear whether the painting is stretched or unstretched, here's a hint. Look at the box dimensions for the product on the right side under the price. If a painting is unstretched, it will be rolled and shipped in a tube, which means you will have a long length measurement and short width and depth measurements. If the painting is stretched, the box dimensions would be slightly larger than the painting size. In other words, it's going to be shipped flat in a box. Our final task is next, the aspects. Aspects will categorize the product appropriately so that customers browsing our website can locate it using filters. When I click on the Aspects link, the product category should already be pre-filled. And here we see that it is paintings, which is correct. For paintings, we have medium as an aspect instead of materials. Here we will indicate the medium used for the painting, which in this case is acrylic paint. For size, just choose the size range in which the painting would fall. In this case, I select 36 to 48 inches. Next is style, which can be challenging if you're not somewhat familiar with art styles. If you would like more information regarding art styles, please contact the administrator. Here, I'm going to select Expressionist as the style. The subject aspect is not in use. The next aspect is theme. Here you will choose the theme or subject of the painting. So I'm going to select People and Portraits. Obviously, wedding selections do not apply here, nor does gender. The remaining aspects do not apply here, except for color, where I will choose multicolor. Just close this window when you're done with the aspects. There's nothing you need to save or submit. At this point, our work should be complete. However, I'm going to quickly read over my titles and long description to make sure that I have not made any errors. When I feel confident that the PID is complete, I'll change the product status to ready and click on Process at the top or bottom of the page.